I'm flying high above the sky. I don't care, it will be fine. Don't you know it done for you right in your eyes? Totally fine. Don't you see? Don't you know it was done for me right? Totally fine. Don't you see? Don't you see? Don't you see?
What up?
Yo, 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 it's Friday again?
It is Friday yet again. It's been yet another long week. It's episode 51. We're almost at the 1 year mark of Rolling Thunder Audio Livestream. And we're going to see how long we can not talk about car audio.
Oh, he just said it. He lost. No.
No, you have to not talk about products in general.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Andy, wear out your shirt in your background.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to just leave. I'll see you guys. Yeah, you know, that's going to be really, really hard, you know, because that's all I've been doing this whole week. And, but you know what?
Andy,
I feel like
Andy.
we got enough side, you know, projects going on, all three of us. So,
What's
Yeah,
up, man?
for real. For
what's
real.
up, Dan?
So I
It's just an ASMR. We're just sitting in silence for an hour.
Yeah, we're like, oh, what are we going to talk about? You know, for nothing.
Background
I saw
music.
Jurassic Park last night. People were talking shit on it. I thought it was fucking dope.
Oh, don't spoil it. I gotta wait for it to come on, you know, online, not in the theater, so then I can see it, and I want to see it. I know it's not.
I wouldn't spoil it.
They're not going to be as good as the old ones because of the nostalgia. We were younger, and it's just different.
I like the new
but I
ones with
feel
Chris
like,
Pratt, though.
yeah, it's okay.
It's got the new and the old cast in it. And okay, the only thing I can say about this one is there's nothing like I'm gonna spoil it for you, but there's lots of like throwbacks to the first movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Sick.
Like that's about it. But one
Right.
thing I will say is there's some pretty fucking badass dinosaur fights in it. And I was like, there's some pretty tense moments. I was surprised.
Dude, CGI's come a long
It's awesome.
way. Like a long
Yeah, I
way.
couldn't tell what.
It's crazy.
I'm over here looking at the comments like, damn, I kind of want to spit them off, but no.
That's
Speaking
the
about-
scariest thing. It's like, is it real?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
like
some
the
of that
deep
stuff,
fake
dude. I mean, it's like literally photorealistic now. That it's photorealistic now. Like I couldn't tell if they were doing puppetry or if it was CG stuff. And
puppetry.
Dan is just poking and prodding
It's
at
like-
us right now. He's like,
yeah.
you guys are gonna talk about it. It's
No, we're
gonna
not.
happen.
It's like the trailer
Andy,
park
you been
boys
messing with your
puppet.
scooter lately, or what's up?
What's that?
You been messing with your scooter lately?
Not too much really. I've been doing a lot of other things that, you know.
Been
But
pretty
no,
busy.
it's running good. It's running good. The type of batteries I can't even say because I feel like that is something with it too. But the new batteries are working great, man.
Nice. I mean, you've been busy, you know, creating YouTube content. We don't have to say what it's about, you know. Been busy being a creator, you know.
Yeah, content
Absolutely.
creator Andy. Making millions. of
Yeah, you know
views.
the thing. You know, I like making those short little videos. It seems like it's more me, you know, and plus doing the lives twice a week. It's just a little bit easier, and to still get the content out there. You know,
Yeah. I was gonna say what your live stream is, but I can't talk about it now.
nope,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah, well, damn.
Bring it up next week.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Dude, speaking of CGI, just to bring it right back around to that, the new Top Gun doesn't use as much CGI. It's pretty wild.
heard that
bro. They're
was- I
using,
heard that was
real
good,
jets
too.
and shit. The movie was insane, dude. I'm not like a Top Gun fanboy or anything, but I took my dad to see it for Father's Day, and like both of us were like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" It was so good.
I want to see it just because the Val Kilmer where they put him in and I did his son's voice over him and stuff like that because you know he had like fucking throat cancer.
Ah, wow. That's kind of
Yeah,
like
it's pretty sad.
John Bon Jovi. He can't hit the same notes, so they changed the song that he did recently. You know, at a lower pitch, just because he couldn't sing.
I mean,
no throat
Stevie
cancer.
Nicks and all those people that are hitting
Different-
those
different
extreme,
key.
you know, octave notes, takes in hard taking and you know they can't hit anymore. Stevie Nicks for sure doesn't sing as high as she used to either. But I mean, they're old, dude. I can't knock them. That's one thing that's been weird
Man,
though.
don't
Like,
you
like
bring
Val
that up
Kilmer
about
being
Stevie
old and like decrepit now is like a Batman of my childhood. Is like now, you know, looks
Yeah.
like Yoda. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Super sad, dude.
sad, dude.
Speaking of Yoda, dude, the new Boba Fett was amazing, and then now Obi-Wan I think
I
they just
haven't watched
had
it.
their. Oh my god, dude! You living under a rock? It was so good. So
I'm
good.
sitting over here like, man, we're making good progress. 8 fucking minutes into it, I'm like, oh man, no.
Yeah, it's almost over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, my
I
God.
feel like SpongeBob with fine dining and breathing right now. I don't know what to talk about. You
What's
know,
your
'cause
favorite shitty movie that other people don't like?
favorite crappy movie
Pluto Nash.
that other people
Yeah, mine's for sure
don't
Pluto Nash,
like.
The Adventures of Pluto
Yeah.
Nash.
Oh, I don't know. Well, it have to be an older one. I don't know. I feel like
Ice
a
spiders.
lot of people, even the crappy ones like Final Destination, I like and people like, and they're kind of crappy, you know, and the scary movies, but those were popular too, you know, and they were pretty crappy. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. And other people didn't really like. Ooh.
I love this
Batteries
movie.
Not
I'm
Included.
cool
Did you ever see Batteries Not Included?
No, I've not seen that.
It's very
That's a
old
movie.
one. Yes.
Battery.
It's written by the same guy that made Tremors and Short Circuit.
Oh, nice.
story short.
I'll probably enjoy it then. This is one
Yeah.
of the most, like, if you go look up, like, movie things, this movie, The Adventures of Pluto Nash, is, like, one of the most hated on movies of all time.
It's
Like,
so good.
And I fucking love it. Yeah, it's one of the best early I think it's because the time it came out.
I've never seen that. I need to check it out.
You remember the old DVD cases, and it was like soft, but it had the plastic clip on it.
Yeah, it has
Like
a
the cheap one?
4%.
That's how I had Pluto Nash. We bought it at Ingles for like $7. Like when it had first come out. Remember when Ingles had a
Jesus.
video store in it?
A 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. But it's like, dude, I love that movie, dude. I fucking love it.
That's a good tomato rating.
I don't see how they hate on it that bad. It's a quality film.
That's how it's. I feel like certain niches can just, you know, if it's super niche, you know, it's not going to get good ratings. But the people that it might pertain to, the type of people that like that kind of, you know, comedy or whatever it is, they'll enjoy it, you know, just like some other products in our hobbies.
Well, I mean,
El Fuego says the Cheese Martin movie, the Born in East LA. That's one of the things too. Is like that's. I mean, I've seen it, and it wasn't like it was kind of comedical, but it's like you know, that's definitely not a movie that he's remembered for. Like it goes, you know, it only thinks about Cheech and Chong.
I can't.
the movie gives me nightmares.
See, we got Ernie up in here too right now. Ernie, we're not going to be talking anything about the subject of today, of what we usually talk about. We're just here to just talk about everything else other than that and see how long we can go for.
I'm gonna put that back up.
I recently got
Here we go.
my Traxxas X-Max to go over 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
it's pretty.
You know what an X-Max is, right?
You asking me or Scott?
Both. I mean, Scott knows because he's seen it. He drove it, and he was like
An
scared
X,
of it.
well, I've heard of X Max in the hobby that we just love, but not in RC cars. All I heard was it went 60 miles an hour, and that's a lot faster than my RC cars used to go. So please explain more.
It's stupid. It runs like it's 4S. So it's like what 28 volts or something like that. It's got a big
It's
old
scary
brushless
fast,
motor.
man.
It's so fast, dude. And it's like really big. It's 5th scale, and it weighs like 20 plus pounds. So you have something that big coming at you, you know, 50, 60 miles an hour. It's pretty. Yeah, look, it blew the tires off. The wheel spin so fast. Those are stock tires.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got this. I mean, it's like a freaking little tractor running around the yard, dude. Like, there you go.
The tires will actually balloon and get bigger and like thin like donuts.
I've never seen it. The thing that's crazy about it is like even I mean I have like a I forget what chassis my fucking Corvette car is, the Traxxas, but at any rate,
It's a V. It's a
does
Fortec
like-
2.0.
yeah, it does like 35 miles an hour, which that's fun. But even at 35 miles an hour, much less double that speed, that's a lot of lose control very fast and hit a car or fucking ram something if you lose control. Like yeah, like dude, his RC that truck right there is like you have to respect it because it'll fucking launch into whatever. Like you know.
Stupid, bro.
That's
And it's
just
like-
super fast for something so small. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
It's
looking at.
big. It's probably like,
Yeah, let's look at that counter, dude. It's big.
like
It's a
what,
big
2
truck.
foot long. Yeah, look how big the guy is behind it. It's not like it's small. Like that'll take your kneecap off.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
My friend Justin, he has, some beefed up RC cars, nothing maybe 60 miles an hour fast, but this thing was jumping off bike ramps and going 20, 30 feet. And it was
It's
just,
so much fun.
so fast, you turn it the wrong way, the thing's just flipping.
Troy, if
so
you
it-
want to, you can take and hop
just
in my
crazy.
inbox, bro.
Yeah, send them a
No.
What's up, Troy?
Only if it's you naked though. Anything that is anything that's feed pictures goes to Dan Curran.
Oops. Yeah,
Casey,
I know.
how much is it into a decent fifth scale? I have a 10 scale. I like the 10 scale quite a bit.
You can get an X Max for about 1,000 and just stock, and they go like 40 miles an hour stock. They're plenty fast. You can flip them. They're super reliable. Like if you were to say you break like the whole front bumper off, it's like $10. If you break like a hub carrier, which is like worst case, off where the wheel actually sits on and the bearing comes in, where the drive axle goes, it's $6 for both sides. Like to get into it is expensive, but to keep up with it and fix it as you break it is actually more affordable than like other options that I've had. Like I have Arma, and it's more expensive.
Or you could do an
Jeez.
SCX6.
Oh, dude, I have
Yeah,
an SCX6 too. I love them.
Yeah, Scott, what size is your, you had the Bronco, right?
Yeah, mine's-
What scale?
mine's
What scales?
SCX10. Mine's a 10 scale, so it's the middle one right there.
A 10th scale. Okay, so that's, you smaller? Or is that
Yeah,
bigger?
mine's the one in the middle there.
Oh, okay.
So
And then
it's-
the,
That's not really a good size reference, though.
which one's the 5th? Is it like the bottom one?
It's
Yeah,
a
they're
6
pretty
scale on the
big.
bottom.
That's
6 scale,
huge.
6 scale, 10 scale, 24th scale.
Okay. I know a little bit about it from like collecting cars, back in the day, not per se RC cars, but like, your Hot Wheels or not Hot Wheels, maybe, but those are a really, really high number, like 64 or something like that. But like, like your model cars,
Yeah.
so it's just, that's crazy. 1/5, that's fifth the size of a car, man. That's pretty big. It's like a Power Wheels. What's a Power Wheels? 1 to 3 or 1 to 4?
My
Something like
SCX10
that.
is pretty sick. I like the 10. I need to get it out more. It's definitely different. Like the SCX6 there before the big one, and the SCX10 here, that's a totally different breed than his X Max though. His X Max is like haul ass
It's
rock,
yeah.
jump ramp hit. This is like
Jeez.
5 miles an
just
hour or
like-
less. Most of the time, less, just crawling over stuff. You do the
Yeah.
suspension flex. Like
The crawling is really fun because it's so technical. You know what I mean? Like you have to
yeah.
set it up right and all that. And they do stuff that real cars will never do. Like if you have them set up a certain way, or like the custom LCG chassis.
Yeah. And people do some. I like people that do the scale stuff, man, too. But like people get some crazy real. That's one of my photos. Get some crazy realistic photos though when they do the scale rigs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the angle. You make them look real life.
Just
Life
take-
size. There you go.
Okay.
The old Bronco.
Yeah.
I built a 10 scale, like actual scale, like spec'd out Toyota hardbody. That was pretty cool. Or Toyota
Yeah.
hardbody. Yeah, a Helix.
We're seeing how long we can not talk about car audio, Mullen. I won a prize from Mullen today, but I can't talk about it because it's on the subject topic.
Dude, we're doing pretty good.
We're good. We made it 16 minutes out of an hour, and we haven't brought up anything to do with audio. Let's see.
We're all wearing audio shirts.
The Gladiator Deep. Yeah, I know, right?
It's rough.
Can't
The
The
say which
Gladiator
ones
Jeep's
are.
okay. I actually just had one and sold it because it's just like, if you're gonna get like a stock crawler and you're not gonna upgrade it, the best thing you can get is like a TRX4 Sport. Is what I would recommend. Like the
I kind of
track.
want the SCX24.
Yeah,
Gladiator.
the Bronco hard body.
You guys are speaking Chinese to me right
The
now.
24th scale. They have a new Jeep 24th scale crawler.
Todd,
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
the
you now.
Gladiator.
I feel like
Yeah.
Todd now. I'm talking to him.
I think it's only like $100, 150. But yeah,
The
140.
Gladiator, they just can't crawl for shit. The 10th scale or the 24 scale, because it's just like the back
hard
bumper
body.
gets hung up on everything. I mean,
Yeah, but they say the Bronco hardbody ain't worth a damn either, though.
which one?
The Bronco
It's like-
SCX24.
Oh, dude, it's sweet.
I mean, it looks sweet. I mean,
It
it
looks
looks
sick, bro.
tight.
They make portals for these now too. Now,
Andy, you should get a crawler, bro.
Indy's fucking dying in here.
I don't need another hobby. But if I ever, it would be something that would pique my interest for sure. Absolutely, man. And to build, I guess, a battery for the RC car would be cool, and to learn about it. It's just like the hobby that we do. It really hand in hand. I seen this video. This was insane because he did one with a bike towing something where he had it in a very, very, very large gear ratio where it was just like two cranks. The tire didn't even spin a full rotation, just to see how much he could tow with a bicycle. Look at him with the RC car. That's just insane. It's all about ratios, man.
I'm gonna send you a video to the Rolling Thunder chat of someone at work riding the SCX6.
Hell yeah! How much?
So
How do
you
we
can
act?
act-
We
wow,
don't.
that's insane.
We don't. We live. We're poor.
Yeah, RVH, I do not have that much disposable income. Only one or two hobbies at a time. The fish they're on the back burner right now. I need to do water changes soon. It feels like it's been long enough.
But the thing about this
Poor
is though,
things.
like it's an investment, yeah. But if you like doing this stuff, especially if you really like off roading, it's like a cheap entry into it, and it's not you're not going out there and breaking your vehicle when it breaks. Like any park you go to, anything like that, you can pretty much just have a freaking ball. Especially it only sucks when it rains. Like this mud stuff looks like it's fun. It's not that fun for long, especially because you got to walk around in it, or if you get stuck or you flip over, and you're like, get right there
Or
in
if
the
you
mud.
break and you have to carry it, and it weighs 25 pounds.
And it looks like
heavy
that
very
full of mud.
fast.
Jeez. Now, I see the tires are pretty flat, so those are no air tires? Like, you don't keep any air into them? They're just pretty
There's
much...
foam inside. I just sent you a video of mine.
Foam.
Yeah, there's foam inside. You can get different consistencies.
Right,
I just
for
think you
like
wanna-
different hardness or whatever. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So you can kind of tune it to how you want it, and I mean, some people run air, but the airs never really do that great.
Yeah, I wouldn't like, and you have to, if it debeads, you're like foobar during the down.
You don't want to carry a 6 scale bag, dude. Not that Jeep. It's so heavy. I just look at that video I just sent the group chat, Scott.
It hasn't came through yet. It's probably still uploading.
Oh, dude, it might.
The
I just want to say I'm glad we're here, boys. It's been a long week. It's nice to be in here for a full episode.
I want to get in.
Yeah.
I still want the X Max for the.
That place is up the street, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's local to us. You can go there.
I want the X Max Snap-on truck.
There we go.
There used to be a video that I can't find anymore of them jumping Snap-on trucks.
I want that body so bad. I've seen people put little 4-wheeler bodies on it with a baby doll or a Chucky doll with a knife, and it's just slinging back and forth.
Yeah.
There you go. It's sent.
El Fuego. And he isn't really putting his fish on the back burner to feed the family. Hey, it's hard to do everything. No, it's just, it's sometimes hard to remember to feed the fish. Usually I do every time after I go live and then on Sunday, just so I don't forget. But I also have to take the trash out Tuesday and go live and feed the fish. Sometimes I forget and then my days get all mixed up. But no, if anything would happen, yeah, I don't know. Would we feed the fish to the family? Maybe the turtle. Turtle soup sounds good. If all fail, that's what we do.
You got a fallback plan. Yeah, exactly. You're like, we're having
See that
turtle soup
grown ass
tonight,
person
boys.
on that thing, Andy?
What's that?
Did you see that grown ass person riding that thing around?
No, I didn't even get to see. I was sitting here talking.
Oh,
Well, I can pull him back up.
Yeah, throw it back up. I missed it. I'm over here talking, looking elsewhere. That's my problem. Look at that. I'm surprised it moves and doesn't bottom out with the suspension, but I mean that's still moving. That's crazy.
the shocks
I
are
do this-
definitely bad.
I do the same thing just with Power Wheels.
Yeah.
Valid.
No one
Dude,
said
I
we
think
couldn't talk
that's
about
how
home
I
audio.
What's up?
What's that?
No one said we couldn't talk about home audio.
No, that's not
Ah,
even
Okay,
cheating.
never mind.
Cheating.
Okay, that is
Cheating.
kinda-
Yeah, you know what? I got some home audio too. It's sitting right over here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's in your home right now.
Yeah, what brand is it? No, don't even.
Yeah,
say.
I forget the name. Started with a K or something. I don't know. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I don't know.
What is
Something like that.
this? Tell me this is a Power Wheels.
It is a power
With
wheel.
Is that a KTM motor?
Yeah.
No way, dude. That is scary. That's not a KTM motor. What is that?
I don't know. This,
I saw orange and black, so I was like, what?
this is LC8. I don't know.
That is scary, dude.
That's what we
Wow.
need, bro.
What? So that's still electric?
No.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I mean,
No,
you could make it electric and it would be just as fast as the gas, man. With today's
Yeah.
standards of, it might cost more, but shoot.
We're at a pivotal moment, dude. Like everything's going electric, so we're like getting access to a lot of stuff that we would just like dream about when we were kids. You know, like RC
like
cars
the
back then.
rotation of it,
stuff
that's why,
ass
like-
scary.
A lot of stuff comes as a comeback because it's like the stuff you couldn't afford as a kid. This is the
Yeah.
ultimate Power Wheels race.
Oh, that sounds like a great time, dude.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
Okay, that's a little too fast for me, dude. Oh my god, bro! How fast?
I mean,
is it
it's a quad at that point, It's a
going?
quad.
The KTM 450 motor on that.
Oh,
I had
wow.
a KTM
So, yeah.
525.
So it is.
dirt
So
bike
it is
that
a
was
quad. Dirt
terrifying.
bike.
That's not a four-wheeler, bro. That's a fucking Barbie Jeep.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Another thing I want to do is the jet ski moped for sure. The
Would you look at that?
there you go.
I like the dulled moped there.
Andy's
That's
super
right up my
into this
alley.
one.
That's what I want to
Oh,
do
yeah.
right there. I want my
Dude,
truck
shut
scooter.
up.
Oh, it's looking like Portugal already, man. I'm getting excited here. Look at this. It's
Yeah,
definitely not America.
I want to take a shitty older CDU XP and drop the body onto a crappy moped.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, dude.
That's a hybrid.
Dude. Yes.
That's the motorcycle I want. Look at that thing.
Yeah, bro.
It would probably be hard coming to a red light.
It looks so funny moving, dude.
I mean,
keep this
he's
one
gonna
playing.
drive
I
these
wanna
all
see
over
this.
the place, dude.
Ah,
It's got a kickstand still. Nah, bro, you're Gucci, dog.
I mean, it
How do
doesn't
you
look
ride
that
this
much
thing?
different than a fancy scooter. It's just got a boat.
How wide do
as
you have
the
to
body.
like?
That's
how
a
do you
wide body
not
scooter.
fall over?
They only do they normally only do the X4 holes right here, these X4 CDU holes because they're so small. But
How
that's
do
my
they stand?
favorite.
Like, if you go to a light, where's your legs going?
Right, you'd have to lean one way or the other. You'd
Maybe
have
you
to.
can balance
You'd
really good.
Yeah, you could just do. That's funny. Yeah, you would have to have it go land and sea. You would have to.
Just lean that
have like a
motherfucker
little
over, bro.
little
Just lean
propeller
that
that drops
motherfucker
down.
over.
Little propeller drops down, or
Scott.
however they work with the.
See, that's
Yeah.
what you do right there, just at a red light.
Scott's buddy Zach has a jet ski that's like turboed and like all kinds of crazy shit that goes like 80 something miles an hour in the water.
That's
That's what that
insane.
is,
That's
yeah.
just funny.
Didn't you
looking at
ride it?
Yeah, I've driven it a bunch of times.
I-
I've never accelerated that
Weird,
fast in my whole fucking life.
Blue turd.
I wonder if PennDOT would approve that, like
Do I have the
Pennsylvania
audio on for
roads.
this? No. Is the audio on?
Audio on
Yeah.
yours? Yeah, I hear it coming through here.
It's like a almost 100-mile-an-hour ski. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out my buddy Zach Wright at the Blue Turd on YouTube and subscribe to him. The
I
world's
remember that
fastest
car in high
four-wheeler.
school, dude.
Yeah,
He said, how long has he had that car now?
a decade.
And it's in the
He hasn't
eights,
let
right?
me, he hasn't
Like
let me
8.9.
drive it since it was like 300 wheel horsepower. The last time he let me drive it. This is wife's jet ski right here. She's got a big triple turbo, or supercharged one. Sorry, I think it's got turbo on it.
Jeez,
No, that ski might still be supercharged. It's like 600 horsepower or something like that.
that's it.
What
That's
the fuck,
insane.
dude?
That's a lot of power on the
That's
water,
Jack's-
man.
That's jet ski right there.
Wow, look at that. It's a straight 4 turbo. That's insane.
Yeah, I actually rode it with a fucking. I rode it with a stuck wastegate, so it was like full boost. I've never accelerated that fast in my entire life. It looked like it would feel like it was ripping the inside of my chest muscles right here from holding on to the handlebars.
I can't. Yeah, because I wonder how that would work. I guess there is no gearing ratio for a boat.
It's
So,
all
like,
the prop, wouldn't
it's
it?
all the impeller and the jet pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No.
No, it's 500. This ski's like 560 horsepower, Baba. No, not 160.
500
Yeah.
horsepower, dude. Imagine putting that motor in like an old first gen RX-7. That would be sick. Did you see
That's
the one
definitely
they
a
put
zip
a
and splat.
snowmobile motor in an RX-7?
Yeah.
They like pull started it and everything.
I seen on, I think it was TikTok, a guy put a Harbor Freight engine, you know, from like a lawnmower or something, into his S10, literally driving it down the street. I was like, hey, he's getting good fuel efficiency, you know? I'm sure
These
he's
people
getting.
find all this
Give it
time,
fucking
dude.
flat out.
Ah, man, that's all they do.
Time to put in a fucking Harbor Freight motor into an S10.
They would look at you the same way. They're like, look at that guy. I didn't say it, but man, how does he do that? I almost slipped. I almost did it. I almost did it.
Andy.
But they look at us the same way, you know? It's just, it's their thing. It's their thing, man.
That thing shoots flames?
Yeah, it shoots flames out.
Oh, there's the speedometer. Oh, shit. Holy
It'd
shit.
be hard to put one of these motors into a. It'd be hard to put one of these motors into a car though, because there had to be so much water. They need so much volume of water to go through it and take in the cool.
Yeah, that's all water cooled. Yeah. That's one thing I remember my dad telling me as a kid. He's like, oh, yeah, we can't start the engine of the boat unless it's in a bucket because it's water cooled. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
better have water going through the ocean than coolant.
You can for a second, I guess, just to make sure it runs.
Yeah, true. We had a boat that the engine ran and the boat would sink, you know, so and then we fixed it, and then now the boat will still sink if you put the motor on the back. It'll just rip it right off.
Yeah,
Scott,
I've seen-
pull up Bobby Burkett's comment. Put it in a first-gen Honda Civic. Speaking of first-gen Honda
can't.
Civics,
Yeah, how's that
how's the build
thing
going,
you
Scott?
got going
Tell
in
me
there
one.
going? I haven't
It's
heard
really-
about that thing in a while.
public update.
I took
Since
the
we
power
first started this
off.
podcast, what have you done?
Nothing. I got a sweet bass pick though. Oh man, I can't talk about car audio though.
I know.
I
This is
can't tell you
hard.
that.
This is really hard. You know,
I
it's
think
like
you just fucked it up.
trying to walk with one leg, you know, like you can
Yeah.
do it, but do you wanna?
I got a nice tow vehicle for it.
Well, we lasted 30 minutes before Scott pulled up car audio.
I didn't pull up anything car audio.
What did you
You
mention?
guys keep saying it, but you
We're talking about. What do you mean talk about it, not mention
they
it?
just want to say it so they can get it out of their system.
This is rough, dude. The people
Yeah,
in our
dude.
lives, like,
Yeah.
they must think we're just lunatics. Because, like,
Fine
struggling to
dining
find a
and
conversation
breathing.
without talking about it is crazy.
Oh
Man.
man, that's all I've been doing, man. I'm almost ready. I got to order some more stuff, but
You know what's funny though?
getting
If I went through with it, look, Andy, my video for the motor swap from 3 years ago has 22,000 views. That's not
woo,
that bad. I know. I
viral.
still get comments all the time. Are you going to finish it? Is it running? Update?
Here, it's been like 5 months for me. I feel bad. How long? When was that?
It says pages and stuff like, is it done? Are you update? Like, whatever. You're like, oh man,
Papa, can you hear me?
it was cool though,
We could have it running in a weekend, just for,
for
you know.
sure.
Come on, man. You got to do it. You got to
Yeah.
do it.
One day.
gotta-
I had like a
yeah.
cool little intro I was working on and everything like that.
Oh my god, you could walk around the car then.
We already know this answer. Dave has a question for you, Scott.
I grew up liking both though.
But if
I
you
mean,
had to decide,
I thought it was cool as shit. I did a cool video too where I was doing Will It Run video where I drug fucking old ass Honda out of a junkyard.
Those are pretty satisfying, the Will It Run videos.
Yeah, but it was like wasn't even really that fucking popular when I did them though. So like nobody fucking. But the thing is though, like I said before, like I cut out everything everyone wanted to see. Like they want to see you take it and they want to see you drag it out of the thing. They want to see you like scratch the points. They want to see you fucking pour gas in and all that stuff. And I skipped everything and I was like, I did this, and this, and let's see if it cranks and drives. But like this car sat for like 20 something years and I got it running. And then like I did another video of me driving it.
I feel the same way too, but you know, there's some things where it's like trial and error, even unless you've been doing it for years and years. Like, say this was like your 60th car that you brought from the dirt up to the streets.
Whoa.
Then it's a little bit different. But even then, man, there's some times that I just run into stuff. Like, I don't know how some installer guys, I mean, obviously they have all the tools and equipment. It's not like, where is that 10 millimeter? I lost it for the third time in the socket that went to it, the adapter. Man, where'd the electric tape go? I just had it. That's me half the time. You know, so it's like, yeah, no, we'll just show you the before and the after.
That's when I had the Corvette.
That's like 80% of my job is like, where did I leave that tool?
Dude.
You know what's scary? This was driving around the neighborhood not knowing if the thing was going to run or fucking catch on fire or stop.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, it was the shittiest video.
So how much did you pay for that in the beginning?
You know what I bought that car for? For like $400, and I bought it for interior trim that I needed for my race car.
Wow.
So I literally, I bought it for I drove the shit out of the car too. I beat on it and I sold it for a profit. I'll just be doing full throttle pulls in the neighborhood.
Is that an ashtray?
Yeah, that's the I bought the car for the ashtray, and they cleaned it.
The ashtray's worth more than $400 now.
Yeah, this is
like
the base model car. My car has tachometer and all that stuff and a not faded speedo.
I was gonna say I like that cluster though.
My cluster's way cooler than that. Mine has a tachometer there. Then mine has a temp and a fuel gauge in the middle of the dash.
Oh, okay.
I put aftermarket gauges in it because it's 52 millimeter.
Jeez. So it's slide right
so I
in.
literally bought that car. I'll show it here in a second. I bought that car for all of its interior. Oh, I had the square front headlights in my car, and I didn't want that anymore because I wanted to use the JDM front mesh grille. So I used the where'd it go? I bought this car just for those interior panels on the floor there. That's the whole reason I bought that car. Because for instance, that ashtray we're talking about, it goes for like $200 on eBay, just the ashtray.
Woo.
Yeah, like retarded money. And those door pockets, the door cards, the back, the recorder thing, that's like $600 if you bought them. Someone had like nice ones without broken tabs and stuff. Obviously, I broke some tabs getting them out, but I still have door cards versus not. So that was the whole reason I'm buying that parts car. So I wanted the headlight assembly so I could use the JDM grill. I got that's another thing too. These kick panel things down here on the floor that goes for your kick panel area.
Yeah.
They're like gone on all of them, so I needed that. And rocker trim for and stuff like that for like when you open the doors and shit.
Jeez.
Sometimes you have to buy a parts car for like some. Remember, I had that shitty EF and I bought all the interior panels for it. I bought this car from this guy, took everything I needed out of it, and just gave him the stuff back. I'm like, you just keep the car. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, that's all I needed.
It actually worked out for a win-win. I bought the car too because I was going to get rid of my shaved doors. And the guy that bought the parts car, because he wanted to keep he was going to do a patina look on the other car. He's a body man. He actually did me some doors that aren't shaved and they're primed ready for paint. I was going to swap the doors.
Where are those at?
Jeez.
Next to the car where they're still sitting right there.
Buried.
Casey's laugh makes me die.
We're gonna bring Andy down here. We're gonna have a garage cleaning day / Honda day, and just fucking go at it, get after.
I need it. Yeah, the biggest thing that's hindering me right now is I need to take the front knuckle off, and so that I can change that wheel bearing that came apart.
It was like 30 minutes.
How long have you had your Civic now? The one that you're restoring here, that you got the parts from the other car from?
A decade. I drove it for like 3 years though.
Nice. And that's the one that you were.
I should not have done it though, because the car only had like 26,000 miles on it when I got it. Now it's got like 56,000 or whatever.
I mean, that's still low. Just breaking it in. That's all. You know.
I put more miles on that car than anybody that owned it. Really. My dad and his business partner that had it, they actually could never get it running good enough to drive it long because it had this custom made 4-to-1 header on it, and it would touch. Ever so slightly touch the oil filter, like the very corner of it. So if you drove it long, it would melt the oil filter gasket, and you just blast oil everywhere.
Jesus,
because it was literally a demo car, so it literally was a car. It was a demonstration vehicle, so it sit idling for long periods of time, and they had fans and stuff going, but nobody ever really drove it long because the guy drove it for a little while as a daily driver. Then he got in an accident and it got rear-ended, and then that's when he put the wide body kit on it, and then that's when my dad and Vince partner bought it. And after it got broken into, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm done." And then my dad bought it with a busted out driver window, and the stereo was stolen out of it.
Dang.
But
The what?
yeah,
What was
well, I mean, I
stolen?
can still say that it was stolen out of the vehicle, yeah. But
Blows, dude.
yeah, it blows. So that was actually the first thing I did as a kid with that car is I helped my dad get the glass out of the floorboard out of it. Yeah.
Whoa!
But,
Did you see
it was
that?
kind of like also like a big FU pops, like because him and his buddy could never get it running, so I let it sit 14 years. Then I get it, and I start driving it that immediate day. But so what I would do for a little while is I would keep 2 or 3 oil filters with me, so in case it overheated, or like the filter, I would just pop another one on, pour
Yeah.
cold oil in it, keep going. And then I did an oil filter relocation kit, and I just kind of got rid of the problem completely.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Is that
Yeah.
common for those ones, or that's just
That's just because it had that 4-to-1 header on it. That's back in the day, man. There wasn't
Wow.
you couldn't just go online and get direct fit. Like people had to, there's niche race people and stuff like that that make race headers and you can buy them. But most of the race cars already had the oil filter relocation kits and stuff like that on them.
jeez?
Yeah, like
That's
that car
crazy.
got actually that's what got stolen off it too. Yeah, when it had a dual side draft carburetor intake on it when my dad and it got stolen off of it too. That's where the guy said F it. So my dad bought it with no carb on. He actually bought a parts car too, just for the carb assembly off the stock one, and so he could
Jeez.
pop it on that motor. And I never really liked that carb setup. And it had a stroke cam motor in it, and I got it to run pretty decent on a single Weber downdraft, but it was never like it never like it was supposed to be.
Jeez.
And then so I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do a motor swap." And now I wish I just left that stroke cam motor in. And
Is it still OBD0 or OBD1 now?
I'm OBD1 now. Yeah,
You're gonna do Honda
it's on a Honda. It's in it. Yeah,
S300 or whatever.
it's the S300 V3, so I can do the Honda.
That's Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
a tablet dash in it.
Fuck.
You can take
That's so sick.
my buddy, what the fuck's his name? Dave Weber or something like that. He makes a cage that goes in under the ashtray. I'm gonna pull it up. He makes a cage that goes in under the ashtray. You can do like a flip out radio and it goes like that, and you can use it for your Honda. Yeah,
Dude, I gotta see
Nice.
that. The Honda Andy
This is
is
hard.
basically like so the Honda S300 V3 has Bluetooth that you can send to like a tablet basically, and it brings up all your gauges and like all your stuff. It's called Honda. Super
Nice.
sick.
It's almost like that. The what is it? Metra? Not Metra. They have the. It's
Oh,
for
you're talking
wherever
about
you do.
iPad Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maestro.
Maestro.
Dude, look at
now
that cable, bro.
I want to pull my ZC out and put a K in. This is a CVCC though. It's got a bigger engine bay than my car does.
Is it a first gen?
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
this guy's like the first gen god.
What? Is that the
Yeah.
guy that you showed me when it was racing on the track, just like killing
No,
everybody?
that guy's Finland or something like that.
Something Finland.
All this non-car audio talk is putting me asleep.
Here we go.
Dude, shut up.
That's cool.
Oh,
keep
that's like
watching.
that's like a Pioneer fucking Singleton flip out.
Keep watching. Keep watching. He uses the reverse as an input for his Honda to Bluetooth.
That's just audio video, dude.
Keep watching.
Nice. So so it's sending the source just as it would like a movie, and then boom. But it's like a screen in itself too.
You can change it. You can configure it however you want it.
That's cool.
It'd be cool if you put it on a tablet, though, wouldn't it?
I could put a tablet there, yeah. I mean, I have to figure out how to make it flip up like that, though.
Little modulator.
I'd rather just use a cheapo radio like that.
Looks like something's gonna break
Those things are
eventually.
expensive, bro. That radio is like $600-700 right now.
Is it really?
Yes, bro.
I purchased mine. Man, what was it? 2008. It was
My radio was
dual.
$650 on a Christmas sale. When I got it. If it dies, I'm fucking gonna cry. It's like $850
Dude, it's
radio.
banging around like crazy, too. It's like
Yeah, now it's like
2 inches.
in the dash. Yeah, this guy's like the freaking god. I need the knuckles off that car bad.
That is sick.
NSX brakes, bro.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
How?
He has the right parts to do the conversion, but he won't. These guys, I'm gonna message him right now. He won't fucking come off them, or they want $1,500 for a front brake conversion swap. Not including the brakes, the fucking conversion.
What?
Yeah, that's really it's gonna be just as inexpensive for me to go to TBM and get a custom floating rotor assembly made for the car than it would be to pay one of these guys to get with the conversions that they do.
That's so sick though. That's just a flex. Having NSX brakes on a first gen Civic.
See, this is like mine, Andy. He has a deluxe kit, so he has the tachometer and the center
yeah.
temping. Yeah. So I put a 52 millimeter gauges in there, so it's gonna be my temp and my fuel there.
That's the
Nice.
best Civic dash, hands down.
Oh yeah, that's real wood too.
Followed by CRX and EF.
Yeah, and an EF dash is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he modded in a DC2. He modded in a DC2 Integra. God dang, where'd it go? Gauge panel into his car. So he cut up the DC2 panel, Integra panel, and now it's his gauge cluster in the Civic. Where the fuck did it go?
This guy is just like flexing on the whole Honda community with this.
The whole Honda gang, and a lot of people. I mean, he's been pretty he's been pretty recognized. There we go.
I'm
boom.
pretty
So he-
new to the Honda gang. Only
Did
2
you
years.
see that- you see what he did there,
Honda
Casey?
Pilot.
Yes.
Let's tell me that ain't nuts.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
How do you
That is
even
cool.
bro?
I was gonna find his gauge cluster too.
It's
He's
all
got
he does, Casey. It's all he does. It's okay.
He's also got a, and now he's got in his race car. He's got an Integra DC2. He cut out the 2 gauges and put them into his stocks, so it's got the Integra tachometer and speedometer in his first gen Civic.
Nice.
It's crazy.
I know. I was mind blown when I was younger to find out. Like I think I was like 17 or 18. Yeah. So like 2007, 8. That the Acuras had Honda engines, and it was just like the same thing. And I'm like, wait, what?
Well, the
Oh,
Acura
yeah,
nameplate,
what?
it doesn't exist in Japan. So, like, if you have like a Legend, it's a Honda Legend. It's not an Acura
Yeah, see,
Legend.
my dad was a Legend guy, so he was. My dad did an Acura Legend with the in Japan is actually the first production sedan car they had a turbo.
Yeah.
And my dad did a Honda Legend turbo swap in his first gen Legend.
Jeez.
Isn't it a
That's crazy.
5-cylinder turbo or?
No, these are V6s. This is like
It's
the
a
same
V6
platform.
turbo?
Yeah, it's the same platform as the NSX engine.
That big pile.
Oh,
look at that,
3.5
dude.
E6.
Yeah, it only made like 190 horsepower or something though. Yeah,
It's like
Right,
those old
right.
big block motors that made like 250.
yeah. I'd love a second gen Legend though.
Is it Ludacris or Ti that has the
Ludacris
Legend?
has a tan one just like that. Yeah.
Yep, and he's got 2 of those 12-inch footlongs in the back too.
Yeah. Dude, Legend is tight.
Heck yeah, it's just like
Oh,
the
wow.
Mazda, not the Miata, but it's a different name in Japan too. It's something else.
I love it. Everyone's
I forget what it's
abbreviating
called.
CA. It's hilarious. At first, they were trying to get us to fuck up, and now they're just like going along with it.
They're helping us. They're helping. All right, now I got a topic though that's not related to what we do, and I want to learn more about it. Teach me about computers. I
Okay, yeah,
understand
let's
a
do
little bit. You
Here
know,
we
like
go.
different processors and obviously RAM. I get that, and like the processing speed and like how to do that. And I wanted you to help me out with DIY
How much do
desktop.
you want to spend?
I mean, budget. I don't want terror. I didn't say it. I don't want super cheap,
You're gonna
but I
spend
don't want
$2,000.
super expensive. You know what I kind of want. So, but I want something that's going to last, and I'm not going to have to go back and repair it again.
$2,000, Andy. Prepare yourself.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Did you want
just
Scott's
right
got?
here, for what you want to do, you could. Yeah, mine was a $2,000 build, but $2,000 in 2016 though.
Woo.
Was actually
No.
now that I have the GPU in there, it's probably closer to $3,000 now. Actually,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
All I
GPUs
need
have
is
gone up
something
for this,
that's
though.
better than this laptop. This laptop
Bro,
is.
this budget build right here, this budget build, entry level gaming build would donkey stomp the dog shit out of your laptop. And you
Well,
could
see,
do-
I have i3 dual core processing,
you have a,
and then
you have a laptop processor versus a desktop processor. Though a laptop one still is going to be completely thing. But what
Really?
we could do though is check do PC part picker, and that'll show like you need to look up. I would go to Newegg. Boom, boom, boom. I don't want. There we go. Go
Let's
to
just build
Newegg.
Andy a computer.
We can. Yeah, just do
Uh,
2149, bro. Look at that.
whoo,
For the
and that's just for the.
39 Ti, yeah.
That's the whole thing, right?
I have a 1080 Ti, which is 2 generations older than that, but it's still like $1,000 card when it came out. But my brother gave it to me.
Jesus.
I had a pair of graphics cards that was that much. But anyway, so you'd start off with deciding what platform you want to buy. One of these combo things right here. Let's see, this is a Core i5. There we go, $280. Do that, boom. Then we got to find a new power supply. even just this right here, just for computing, for doing your video editing, stuff like that, this just with onboard video is going to crump on, I'm going to just stomp on the laptop.
Okay.
So you do that, then you need to find a power supply.
So that's just it. That and then the power supply, and then you're pretty much buying the
that's gonna come with a
case
stock
too,
Intel
or
cooler. Yeah, it'll come with a stock cooler. I mean, actually, you might have, no. I think we'd have to get a cooler. You get a power supply. I always recommend 80 plus bronze. You'll see it always in the rating, 80 plus bronze.
what's that mean?
It's just the rating of the. It's just like OFC. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
Yeah. So like you want always at least 80 plus bronze, or you get corrosion failure stuff. Something like that. 850 watts. Actually, really, it's like a 500 or 600 watt power supply. Probably more than plenty. You'll see for like, there you go, 80 plus bronze, 650 watts, $56. So now we're at like $300, $320.
Chewy.
Boom. We need Intel cooler.
He's like, I just wanted to spend $100.
Yeah, I mean,
I know. I'm like thinking 500-600, but it's like
We're
I
getting there. No,
know,
we're
I
fine.
know, you know.
No, it's fine. There you go. Boom. You can do one of these coolers, like something like this. Just an air cooler, $30. So now we're at like, what, $260 now, something like that. Boom. So now that actually by itself would work. You can do your stuff right there. You can probably.
And that's
just
just
use
one of those fans that you got, a 3 of yours behind you, or how's that work?
Mine's a water cooler. This is just an air cooler. It just bolts onto the top of the.
Okay.
CPU.
You all fancy with the water
Yeah,
cool.
mine's got a closed loop. It's just gonna be a little bit quieter, but I mean, like if you put it in a nice case, it'll be okay. So right now, if we do that, now we're like $260. Boom, you got an i5, all that stuff. So we'll do that. Then we need RAM. We'll just do like a
It's
single
RAM.
3 gigabyte DDR5.
I have an extra DDR4 chip because I got two 16s in here.
Yeah, it's the
I-
laptop
I-
memory. It's not the same.
Yeah, I feel like I could just take one of those out and put that into this, as long as it's a 4.
Doesn't work that way. It's laptop RAM versus desktop RAM.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. Anyway, so here, so like this, like there's a, now we're at like 460. If you want to do it, there's 89
I'd probably
bucks.
only
There's
need- I only
50
need,
gigs.
like-
we can get some budget RAM, some for sure, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
89
I
bucks.
only need like 16 gigs, just one of them. That's all I need. Yeah.
That's two. It's two 8 gigabytes. You always want to do dual channel if you have the opportunity. That's two 8 gig sticks, 16 for 89 bucks. Now we're at like 350 bucks.
Okay. Okay.
And then now we need a case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. You just gonna
Yeah.
need my credit card number after this, right?
Are you
I
adding the
can order
card?
it for you, dog. And then how cool of a case do you want to do? I mean, that really
Well,
comes-
probably not even gonna see the darn thing, to be honest. It's just for sitting here. Man,
so let's go with
what are our prices looking like? 40 I seen up to 230. What's the difference? It's just like different compartments, see through stuff
You're
like
gonna
that.
have
or-
nicer features like better cooling. You're gonna have different, like mine has I have a Corsair Crystal. I have an all glass case,
Wow.
but it seems like it's cool. It seems like it's really cool. There we go. This was way more expensive when I bought it, by the way. Like it was like literally 3 times the cost of this when I bought it in 2015. But
Jeez.
that's not the same thing as mine anymore. Mine's got all glass in the front, stuff like this. That's definitely not my case.
That is pretty fancy, though. I do like that. It's like, do I need that though?
Yeah, there we go. That's my case right there. No, and this again, it was like 3 times that in 2016. But yeah, mine's like all glass case, all that stuff. But it
That's
seems like it's
beautiful.
cool, but then you realize there's nowhere to pick it up, and it's a fingerprint magnet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you should
I
be
mean, I
tucking
just
it
need
in.
something basic, and then how? What about the ports and everything? That's just on the rear end, and how do I know how many ports are coming with stuff? Because like
What
with
do you
the
mean on the back of the computer?
yeah,
Like
for
USBs and
USB A's, yeah.
It'll be on the
For,
computer. Yeah, it's gonna be more than your laptop has out the box, and then your case is
Okay.
gonna have USB on it.
okay.
You just
Because
plug
right
your
now
phone-
I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3 running in HDMI. I need like one more.
Yeah, well, I mean, like one HDMI. Well, all reality for HDMI, you're gonna have to do a graphics card. There you
Graphic
go.
card. Now,
225 to
what's this
50
graphics card now? Now, tell me about this. I've heard that for gaming, for
You
so
don't
you're
have
not-
to go with the gaming card, but
3D rendering too, right?
Dude, the fucking DIY PC one looks tight. These are cheap cases. There we go. This would be good. $49. That's what I would do. Something like that.
Boom.
Looks cool.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
cool. And
Yeah,
it's got good features in it for the. I'm trying to act like it's a touchscreen. You're gonna see my hand. It's got good features in it for wire cable management, like the grommets that are right here, so your cables go through them. They make it look nice, all that stuff. Looks like it has some good cooling. Fans come with it, I'm assuming. Yeah, fans come with it.
Did I lose you guys? Yeah, I think I lost you guys. What happened? I lost you guys.
Are we still in?
What happened?
There we go. The power went out, dude.
The
You
power went
lost
out
the
here.
power.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
We're in
I'm
the
like
dark.
back to.
Did you hotspot to your phone too?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
okay? Got candle
We're fine.
lights?
I guess.
You guys, I'm scared. It's dark in the house. Really, it's fucking dark in here.
It just flashed. Oh jeez. This is
So
scary.
the computer, so about $500, which is kind of like my budget area that I would like to spend, because that's how much I paid for this laptop. But I mean, this is going to be custom. You know what I kind of want. It's just for streaming, editing. That's it.
You get a used MacBook Pro as well. Just saying.
I don't
That
want to
would
mess
be-
with different operating systems because,
Yeah, you
God,
tell
I
me.
got to.
Yeah,
I-
fuck the
why I
MacBook.
made
Barely
a
use
post.
this one.
What's that?
I can barely use this one.
Yeah, Casey doesn't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do anything with this laptop, dude. It just works and it's like somewhat fast.
Yeah. Well, I just got the Dell. I don't know. I got it for the touchscreen and terabyte of memory. $500.
Can't see nothing. It's freaking. It's fucking crazy lightning
Right,
outside.
it's up.
Guessing
Oh,
it's storming
God.
down there.
Really bad. That's scary.
It's storming, dude. A few times this episode, it's been like boom, and I like looked over. That's when I was like, "Did y'all hear that?" It's crazy, man.
I know. I thought it was my internet. I'm like looking. I'm like, okay, I'm still here, but they're not here. Did they just
Yeah.
pull
You're like,
Dave
"Whoop."
on me here?
Whoops.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes, we're back.
I was looking at
We-
chat for a second. Yeah,
I wonder if Jay's power's out too. Oh,
the power's back on.
back on.
Ding, ding, ding.
Sick.
So, should I get a power supply backup for my computer so when the power goes out when I'm live, I'll be okay? You know, just
Nah,
for this
good
whole
luck
room?
Good luck for it actually taking and powering your. It's gonna be like just like an amp. Okay, like
Here
a
we
beefy
go.
PC. You're gonna need some beefy power supply to keep it playing.
Yeah, true. Man. Well, I can just put a bunch of batteries over here and, yeah, need a nice power supply. I need to get a big sine wave converter, you know, DC to AC, a nice big one. Because I got
need to take some of those
I got
fans and use
batteries
it for
sitting here.
amps.
What?
We need to take a bunch of computer fans and just use them for our amps, dude.
You can. They
We're
work on 12
5
volts.
minutes in, bro. We might as well at this point.
Damn.
Wait,
Due to
you can't
technical
use
difficulties.
computer fans?
You can. Yes, they're pulse width modulation fans. Yes, PWC.
I've used computer fans for like the real tiny one. I put it beside my 4-channel Infinity. It worked. 12 volt DC because they run up to like 30. I mean, it might blow it, but yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't save my Fallout 2 game before I fucking. Oh,
I know. I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4.
jeez. I've been playing the dog shit out of Fallout 2.
Yeah, he has like all this like crazy fucking PC setup, and he plays Fallout 2 and New Vegas all the time. Like you can play New Vegas on a 360, dude.
You can't.
Like,
Man, you know, I want to play some games. I've just been really busy, but this is, I'm just going to say it. This is car audio season, man. It's just full tilt boogie, you know?
yeah,
It'll slow down. It'll slow down.
it's
For
pretty
sure.
great. I'm enjoying it though. Scott's enjoying it. We got shows coming up.
I got a bigger booth tomorrow.
So the DS18 amps are gone.
Oh, so what are you going with now?
Solid 8s. 2 solid 8s.
Oh,
I don't know if I should
okay.
strap them or gain match them because I'm kind of going in between that. And it's like
match.
Well, what are you going to wire them at? That's the question.
they'll be strapped at 1 ohm, so half ohm load on each amp, or I can wire them to half ohm each. So,
Okay, so you could
like,
do
way
either
they're
because you
gonna
have
take it,
4, right? Okay. Well,
I feel
what
like,
I would
isn't strapping more efficient or no?
And at the end of the day, it's just
No.
how much resistance that amplifier is seeing is going to be the power that it's pushing out. Shoot, man. What do you think? You think it'd be the same impedance? I guess it would because you have 4 subwoofers, and I guess you
Yeah.
could wire it, and then you could gain
There
match
was-
it. You could wire it higher so that whenever it's strapped, it won't be as low. Okay, I get you. Man,
Yeah, because
I think strapping might be. I think strapping might be easier, just because the 1 amp's going to take that source and it's going to relay it to the slave amp, rather than trying to get everything perfect by gain matching one set of subs or one set of coils and then the other to be perfect. You might as well have the amplifier do all the hard work for you, and then you're good to go.
I'd have to rewire my subs though. But another thing I was thinking is, if I were to strap them, obviously if something happens, like, I'm dead short a sub or something like that, and if it blows an amp, the warranty department is pretty good. I can get a salt fixed pretty quick. Look at this motherfucker, dude.
No,
But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably
Heck yeah, man.
I'll probably just gain match and phase match them. Probably.
Right,
I've
just so you don't have to
also thought about
rewire
doing-
everything. Yeah.
So there's you wire to, like, say one set of subs. You have 4 subs, right? 1 amp goes to all the top coils. 1 amp goes to all the bottom coils. You switch polarity, gain and phase match them at a low level signal. They're dead still. Switch the polarity back, and then they're moving in unison. I thought about doing that too, but the only thing that worries me there is, like, if you have any gain walk or anything like that with the vibrations, then you're really fucking up, because then your coil's working against itself.
Right, because then the enclosure might be playing a part in how much it's working against itself too, just because of the compression being made in the enclosure. I wouldn't go by just that. It'll give you an idea that, okay, if it's not moving, that means that they are perfectly in phase, they're perfectly fighting each other at the same time. But I would go by setting the gain voltage by a voltmeter, putting it on a scope.
That's how you do it. You set it.
If you get a nice scope, you need a scope that has 2 inputs so that you can match them to make sure that they're going together.
My scope drew legs, it's gone.
Oh no. Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's
for like
the
2
perfect way to do it. But I mean,
I ordered
if you're
a
just, I mean,
2-channel off
honestly,
Amazon.
that's what I have to do. I have to gain match on the quad box. Just 1 set of subs going on 1 amp, and then the other set going on the other amp, and I just set, pretty much, like, I can throw it on the SPL lab and see some things that I couldn't see with a voltmeter. Honestly,
Right.
I just set it like right around the same thing on the AC rail voltage of like 40 hertz or whatever it is, and do the same thing on the other one, and then it's usually good, because you're going to have variations no matter what. Different subs could be different too. Like where the windings on the coil, the resistance can be just a little bit different, and then you might have it react a little bit more different.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be anything to really worry about, especially with what we do, what your system is. Just set it as close as you can, man, and go full tilt boogie.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, brother. I think I would game match also if I had a choice.
I'll probably just gain match them and phase match them and just do it like I always do. But,
Right.
there was a thought there, like, oh, I can strap these, because the Sol 12 you can't strap. So you know what I mean? But the 8s you can. So I'm thinking, like, well, I kind of
So
want
you
to
have
try
some
this.
flexibility if you want to. Right.
Yeah, I've never strapped like
Right.
really big amps, and I like always wanted to. So it would be cool to say I get 2 Salt 8s that are strapped, And then my buddy
What was
Craig over
your-
here is doing
what-
6 of them before.
What was your rise? What was your rise on the
5X?
DS18s? 5
5X.
times. So
5
that's why you
times,
want to go
yeah.
with Assault, because they do better at a higher impedance, or
Well,
they're just stouter amps. They don't need to
Yeah.
be wired down as low to get some power. Man,
You
I
can
would
say
go with the
these did
12s.
Good power.
I would go
For
with the
real?
12s.
Okay. The AC
got a lot of
voltage on
rise.
the DS18s was 134 clean, almost 135 per
Okay.
amp. So I'm hoping the salts will get close to that, but I've heard people say like 117, 120
Yeah.
is the AC voltage. But I've also seen them clamp a lot of power at 2 and 3
But then they
ohms.
can pull more current because they're built better, and that's how they do more power at a higher impedance. Even though the
Yeah.
AC rail voltage is lower, the amperage that the rails, or however that works, is higher, so
Those
it
things
can
they
do
change
more
on the
power.
output section, like on the output transistors, from my understanding,
Yeah.
to make up more power at 12 volts.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm really
it's up
excited
to
to
you.
try it out. I'm really excited. I think it's going to sound like the sound I'm going to get from the 8Ks is going to be amazing. I think because I really like the way the 12 sounds. Scott's got a 12 sounds amazing. Like it puts power out no matter what frequency you're at. There's no gaps. Like it's really it just is the limitation of your enclosure and how you've designed everything. But the salt amps, dude, they just sound so good.
They smash lows.
They really
The Salt
just,
Amp
They
smash
really
lows.
do.
It's a
Yeah.
well-built amplifier. That's how amplifiers should sound. There shouldn't be,
Dude,
and it's just
I gained so much lows taking those two 7500s out and putting 112K in. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Quality
the
goes a
lows were
long way,
totally
man.
Different. Totally
goes a
different.
long way. Goes a long way. I know it from just smaller systems, smaller brands, where price is the main factor, and you can tell the difference, man.
Yeah.
You can. But man,
Well,
it's been
we
an
made it
hour.
Like 55 minutes without talking about car audio or so.
We
did it.
We did good. We did good. The power went out. Still didn't say nothing. No.
That's like the first hour of my life in quite some time. I haven't talked about car audio or thought about car audio.
It was hard, dude.
I
It's
thought
like
about car audio,
everything
dude.
revolves around it. Especially
does.
what we do. But man, it's impossible. Well,
We gotta
now I
learn
got
to
a
talk
whole
about
other
other
hour to talk about it. Make
Yeah.
up
Why
lost
don't we
time.
talk about us?
Dude, your live's about to be fire, dog.
Oh yeah. All built up. I'm ready.
Well, now we've already done it. Casey didn't know. So Andy has he's Kicker on Mass is going to bi-weekly now, and it's kicking it with Andy we're kicking it with Andy, something like that, every other week.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be taking their time slot at 8:30, 7:30 Central, because they're just going to take a break. It seems like for the summer, and they're going to go every other week. And the week that they're not, I will be live.
It won't be
so-
summer. You're doing it forever now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, bro. Like,
And it's like, no, this is my week now. Nah, it'd be cool. It's just cool because I already do the Unmasked after show, and it's like, I'll slide down a spot, no problem. We'll have some fun.
the front door just got blown open. How do we fix that?
Oh my god, dude. This storm is crazy, man. Let's go ahead and end this, Andy. We're gonna
All right, guys.
our house is gonna blow down, yeah.
All right, yo. All right, I'll see you guys. Everyone, be easy. Be
Yeah, man,
positive.
great show. It was fun
Absolutely.
trying to talk about non-car audio stuff with y'all.
I know.
sure.
We did it. We did it somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow, man.
Our
Hey,
family
have
would
fun
be
at your
so
show.
proud.
Have fun at your show
Hey,
this
man.
weekend, man.
I'm
All
not
right, man.
going.
Hey.
Scott going, but yeah, man.
Well, tell them I
Catch
said
you,
bye
Andy.
too, and have fun.
I might just throw like a sock at him or something. We'll see.
There you go. That works. That works. All right, man.
Hey, have a
I'll
good
see you, bud.
weekend. Don't drink and drive, as Scott would say. Yeah.
Exactly.
Peace.
Peace, yo. And